Excellent. Thank you so much for that, Douglas. So, hi everyone. My name is Max Gerrard. I'm the Director of Solution Engineering at SDR Group, and my job is helping understand our prospects' big, hairy, audacious goals and ultimately helping them achieve those. So, what we're going to do today is go through a bit of a demo of all of those different use cases that Douglas has just talked about. And first of all, give everyone a quick idea on Dox's intelligent content automation as it is today. And of course, we allow you to go and search for documents. We allow you to create workspaces. We have process automation. We integrate to all of the best of breed applications like Salesforce, like the whole Office 365 suite, like SAP. But on the right-hand side, you can see one of our features we're going to go through today, the Doxy Intelligent Content Assistant, which is going to allow us to discuss and talk with documents to go and really quickly get the information that we want out of them. And here are the 6 use cases that we're going to go through today. So classification, information extraction, question and answering, natural language-based search, data model creation, and workflow creation. And the first one we're going to look at is over here on the left. So data model creation and workflow creation. And one of the things that we've started building into the platform is into Dox's Business Studio is the ability to automatically generate things like your workspaces, your e-files, your data models. And Business Studio is really all about empowering citizen developers to go and do the actions that they want. And we've got a built-in AI assistant that helps users create documents and e-file structures, and it's really, really simple to go and use. So let's go and see this in action now. So you can see here that if I want to go and create an e-file class now, I can just go and say, give it a name, in this example, construction project. Then I can go here and say, please create the folder structure with a more calculation perspective. And this is actually hooking up into one of OpenAI's algorithms to go and enable us to do this. And we can see now that in just a few clicks there, we've created a whole e-file structure in a few seconds there. So rather than having to do that manually, which could take hours, even days to go and build, in a few seconds through a simple prompt within Doxys, we've been able to go and create a whole e-file structure and a whole dialogue within the platform there. So again, the big benefits of this is, using AI to adopt best practices. So if there is already someone who's, got a good understanding in this example of the construction space, then we're going to be able to pull in that information to go and create our e-file, to go and create our dialogue. All of the design is via a graphical user interface, and this obviously reduces massively the different configuration efforts. And of course, by using Business Studio here, we can empower business users to go and build the things that they want. And key things here, we're going to be saving you time. There really is no training required to go and use this. It's all typing in exactly what you want Doxys to go and do. And we're automating huge amounts of the workflow here. And so we're going to focus a little bit now on classification and information extraction. So the first example I'm going to show you here is we're going to upload a whole bunch of different documents here. So we've got about 40 or so documents, but in your use cases, you might have thousands. And when we upload these documents now, what our intelligent drive functionality is going to do is it's going to automatically classify every single one of these documents. And you can see here we've got complaints, invoices, purchase orders, quotations, many different document types inside here. And once these are uploaded into the platform, we're going to be classifying them, extracting out the data, but we're also going to be doing a sentiment analysis on those documents as well. So again, an example of one of the algorithms that we can use to give you more information on the documents that you have. And so we can see now what's going on is the Doxys is starting to classify the documents that we've just gone and uploaded here. And in a moment, we're going to see all of those inside their different categories. So we can see now we've classified, we've got lots of complaints in here, we've got fact sheets, we've got invoices, packing lists, reminders. Doxys has automatically gone and classified those documents. And the ones there in red, if you saw there, those were ones where we've done a sentiment analysis on the document, and we've gone and uncovered some negative sentiment there. So again, this is just one example of the many algorithms that we have in the platform to let you extract out information, dark data that you wouldn't know. And in the bottom right here, we can see we've extracted out a whole bunch of different metadata there. And on top of this, we've automatically kicked off a process in this case. So again, built directly into Docsys is our process engine. And so we've automatically gone and kicked off a process with this particular document. So what you've seen there is our ability to mass upload documents, auto-classify them, extract out all of the metadata from those documents, as well as go and pass these documents through, in this example, a sentiment analysis to go and extract out extra information, as well as gone and kicking off a process. And this is something that ordinarily might take you a long time to go and execute, but just on uploading the documents into Docsys, all of these background processes have gone and been kicked off. And here's another example over here. So let's say now we go ahead and upload some documents here. And we can see now we're going to upload some contracts here for residential, commercial, and infrastructure. And you can see now we can go and extract out the metadata. At one click, we can see there, in a few seconds, all of that metadata has been extracted from the document. And all of this has been done in the background using prompt engineering. And these prompts are things that end users and business users could really easily go and define. And what we're going to go see now is named entity recognition. So what we're going to see here is AI-assisted extraction for metadata fields, and the end user is involved in validation and verification only. They're not having to go and manually enter in any information over here. So if we just click through here, we can see we've got quite a complex document here on the right-hand side. And the second step is we've automatically extracted all of the data from this document, but we flagged in here, you can see the little red exclamation marks, some bits of data which we want the user to go ahead and verify. So we've automatically raised some things which we might think, actually, we just want to go and confirm that this data is correct. And the user can then go and confirm that that information in the document is correct. And then finally, if you go and click on one of these, for example, duration for hire, we of course highlight that in the document for you. So very intuitive for a user to say, okay, well, I want to go and see where that bit of metadata is in the document. They can go and click on it, and then we highlight that for the user in the document itself. Now what we're going to see is something really cool, is about extracting obligations from contracts. So what we can go and see here is we go and create a new document here within Docsys, and we're going to be actually extracting out the different obligations in this document. So what we can see now is we upload the document, and we've actually used AI here to go and pull out all the different obligations in the contract. So this is something that ordinarily might take you days and, if not days, maybe hours at least, to go and extract. But in Docsys, we've understood all the obligations that are within this contract, and we've then gone and created tasks for each of these obligations and assigned those to the relevant people within the organization. And we can see this obligation here, maintain confidential information in strictest confidence, is then added as a task for a user to go and either accept or reject. So again, you can upload very complex documents like NDAs, like contracts, and then have Docsys understand the obligations that you're being asked as a business to go and adhere to, and then go and quickly assign out tasks to different people to go and approve those. We can also allow you in Docsys to go and do media understanding, and here are some of the algorithms that we hook into that Douglas talked about. So Google Speech to Text, Amazon Transcribe, Azure Media Services, DeepL Pro API, and we're going to see now some AI-assisted extraction, in this case of a video. And so what we're going to go and see now is, when we go and play this through, is we're going to go and see now a video that we've uploaded into Docsys, and this is actually an interview with the Natural History Museum. So this is a customer I work really closely with here in the UK, and we did an interview of them recently to go and talk about the project that's going on. And in this, of course, they're speaking, and what Docsys is doing now is we're transcribing automatically all of the things that are being said in this video. So upon the video being uploaded, all of the things they say are extracted, so that when a user goes and in this example searches for the word museum, for example, we can see here on the right-hand side the full transcript with timestamps. So again, you can search for some text in there, and then you'll be taken automatically to the timestamp in the video, in this case, where that particular thing was being said. So really, really powerful for you to go and transcribe videos as well. We can also do translation assistance. So you might have documents that are in Spanish or in German or English, and you want to allow users of all different cultures and nationalities and languages be able to go and see those documents. And today that might involve a user copying and pasting some text into, Google Translate themselves, but nothing's displayed within the view, within the context of the document. So it's not quite so neat. So what we allow you to do in Docsys is translate those documents, but maintain all of the layout of the document itself, and it just looks like it's in the different languages. And obviously the value to that is providing multi-language content to our customers, internationalization, and really fast collaboration across different entities, across people speaking different languages. So let's see this actually in action now. So we can see here on the right-hand side, we've got a document here that is in Spanish. And if you wanted to go and say, translate this document, we've got a few example languages here, but we're going to click here on translate to English. And in just a few seconds now, you can see all the different data in there in Spanish. And I don't speak Spanish, but in a moment, I'm going to be able to read and understand this document. And once that's completed, you're going to see the document will be displayed in exactly the same format. So it looks like the same document, but now it's all in English. So again, I don't need to go into copy and paste things to translate it. I now have a fully working English version of this document in Docsys. And in the top menu, you can see there are two PDF icons. I could easily click between those two to go and see the different documents in the different languages. So really powerful there for translation. We've also allowed you to go and do quick extraction using quick via prompt engineering. Big value here, quick extraction for simple documents available to business users. And there's really, again, no training effort really needed at all. And we can see here in Business Studio, on the right-hand side here, you can see that you can start adding in your own prompts. So users can reuse different prompts within the platform to go and do the things that they want. So there might be a prompt that says here, extract the main person. The user can just click on that, map it to a metadata field, and then that data goes and gets extracted. So the ability to save all of these prompts in Docsys is also there as well. And we can see now in this example, we're going to upload a travel receipt over here, and all of the metadata fields here on the left-hand side have had those prompts configured for them, like I was just showing. And we can go click here, in this case, on magic extraction, and then we can go and see all of that data is extracted. And again, there might be a small issue with some of the data. Maybe it doesn't fit the formatting, and we can then go and change that data there if we wanted to. And we can see now that that's been extracted. So you've seen there a whole bunch of different examples around classification and extraction. And what we're going to focus on now is question and answering. So this is our chatbot, Doxy, that is going to really allow you to bring documents to life. So rather than them just being buried somewhere within your organization and only being found when someone finds the name of the document, we're going to be able to discuss with documents and understand what's inside them really quickly. So the use case here is really all about, question and answering, searching, suggesting, creating, and works across any document class. We're going to see here where we can create workflow processes automatically using Doxy as well. And the big value here is, direct use of various AI models on the content and quick and easy interaction with Docsys, really making this a live interaction with your documents. So let's click through now, and you can see on screen at the moment, we have a contract. And if we go and see now, you'll notice when we open this document that a small assistant there appears, and we can click on it, and this is Doxy. So we can go and ask Doxy here, what is this document? And we go and get told here in the bottom right exactly what this document is. And then we can go say, in this case, what is the start date for this contract? That could be buried some in the document, quite hard to find. You can see there, we've been told it's January the 1st, 2024. But we can also ask, well, are there any obligations for party A within this particular contract? And you can see there in just a few seconds, we've extracted out the different obligations. And now if we go click here on start analysis, this is going to actually understand what this document is, in this case, a contract, We can then click on Open Workspace there in Doxy, and we can see now that we've automatically created a whole workspace with all of the metadata from that contract, as you can see on screen now. We can see the document here got uploaded into the platform as well. So Doxy not only helps you have conversations with a document to find what you want, but you can also use it to trigger the creation of things like a workspace in the context of that particular document. Another example over here, we've got a CV or a resume here, and we can see here again, Doxy appears, and it always appears in the context of any document, whether it's a PDF or a Word document. And in this example, we're asking here, is this person proficient in Java? And we've been told, yeah, according to their CV, they are. And again, we can go and start an analysis on this particular document. And this is going to analyze it. And you can see there all of that metadata has been automatically extracted from the document using Doxy. And in this example, we can create a process. So we can click here on Create Process now. And this goes and creates an application process, part of our HR fast starter here, to go and run the process. And we can see all the metadata has been extracted from the CV here. And we can see now here is the process flow that has been kicked off with all the tasks. So again, it's not, Doxy isn't just as simple as having a conversation. It actually hooks fully into the Doxy suite to allow you to go and do things like creating the whole process or creating the workspace, and of course, extracting out all of the information from the document as well. Here's another really cool example, and you'll notice here, this document, first of all, is handwritten. And secondly, it's all written in German. Again, I don't speak German, but what Doxy is able to go and do is we can have a discussion with this document, because we saw earlier, we can do the translation. So we've translated the document in the background. And even though this document's in German, I can say here, well, what is this document? What am I looking at here in this document? And here, we're looking at a letter from a gentleman called Mark Rost, and it's requesting a change in the assurance policy and provides details about the old and new policyholder. Okay, cool. I have an understanding of what this document is now. And you might say here, who will be the new policyholder? And again, we go and get a response. So handwriting here, it doesn't have to be a printed, Word style document. You could have handwritten documents, and Doxy is able to use the AI algorithms that we have to extract out the data and translate it, and now go and have a discussion with that particular document. So really, really powerful there, even for handwritten documents. So you've seen there question and answering for documents there. And what we're going to come on to finally now is natural language-based search. And this is really a look to the future of where we're going in the platform. And we're going to see now an example of how we can not just ask questions about documents, but ask Doxy to do anything that we want it to. So we'll just come on to here now. We can see now in natural language-based search, we can search through the content via the engine, but we also have the ability to search for actions. For example, go and open my personal work basket, or go and open a document, draft BMW contract, for example. And so what we're going to see now is this in action. So let's go and see this now. So what we can go and do is we're going to allow you in Doxy to be able to go and click a shortcut over here, and now you can go and see all the different commands that we can go and see here. Go to favorites, go to manage dashboards, create something. But a user isn't going to have to click through and navigate to that. They're just going to be able to go and type in the command that they want. So in this case, create a supplier workspace for manufacturing, check information on the internet. Cool. So now we've created a workspace for them here with all of their, in this example, address information. So we've got all the metadata there into the e-file. And now what we're going to go and do is we're going to go and see that e-file. And if we wanted to, we can also go and do another search over here. In this case, we're going to search for BMW. And we can see here all the different things we could do around BMW. So a draft sales agreement for them, or different requirements. And we can see here all of the different tasks that BMW have over there. So you're not just searching documents here. We're asking Doxy to do whatever we want. We can say here, manage dashboard, and now we can go and configure our dashboard. So using simple prompts, we're going to allow you to really quickly go and do the things that you want, not just inside a document, but actually anything within the platform. Go and create me a workspace, go and kick off this workflow, just by typing that in to our platform. So we've seen a lot there. We've gone through data model creation and workflow creation within Business Studio. We've got here classification and information extraction. We saw many examples of that using videos, using travel receipts, using contracts. We've gone through question and answering using Doxy, and not just question answering of documents, but actually automatically creating assets like workflows, like e-files within the platform. And finally, we just saw there natural language-based search, which we really see as the future of the platform, being able to talk with the platform itself. And I'm sure one day we're going to be able to verbally talk with the platform, and it's going to be able to do what you want as well. So that's everything for me. And what I want to do now is hand you back over to Douglas, and we're going to go answer any questions that have been being asked to us. So thank you for listening, everyone.